This week on Simply Ming, Mexico master chef and Emmy-nominated host Rick Bayless joins me in my kitchen. Rick has 9 cookbooks and owns several restaurants in Chicago, including the much-acclaimed Frontera Grill. He is also well known for his national PBS series, Mexico, One Plate at a Time. Today, Rick's going to make a green chili adobo taco duo with shrimp and oven-roasted chayote. I love it that it's all good to go. I mean, what a great party food. He will then help me cook up a family favorite, a surf and turf mushu wrap.
I'm making this tomorrow night.
It's all coming up next as we cook right here at home on Simply Ming. I'm so happy to welcome my friend Rick Bayless in mi casa.
Oh, thank you.
Su casa.
Oh, thank you very, very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Dude, Rick, it's so nice to finally get you here. Customary on Simply Ming, I'm gonna make you a quick cocktail so we can cook.
I won't turn it down.
Okay, and I'm stepping out on a limb here. He is the tequila master with this fantastic restaurant. I'm gonna make you what we're calling the Golden Fresh. It's a cilantro-based margarita, but up.
I'll go for that.
Okay, we'll try.
Okay.
You grab me my martini
I
glasses
will.
if you don't mind, my friend.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a bunch of ice, because you want to get this all ready with ice. Then, this is very simple. It's literally 4 ingredients. We first take tequila, 3 ounces of a really good 100% agave tequila, right? There's tequila that's made out in this country, in this world, that has other things besides agave. No bueno, right? There's sugar cane. That's when you get a headache, I think. This is freshly squeezed lemon juice, not lime juice.
Not lime juice?
Right. And our sweetener.
I don't know about that. You're gonna have to prove me that it's okay.
And this is a honey syrup, which is basically 50% honey and water as opposed to agave syrup.
Okay.
Which you would use.
No, that sounds good.
Then a bunch
of
cilantro.
Bunch. A big bunch.
A big bunch of cilantro.
Okay.
Right? And then nice and cold, because you need it nice and cold.
Mm-hmm, you do.
Again, until this gets nice and freezing on your hand, then you're good to go. All right, smells good to me. Then we'll do a double strain.
Okay.
And by the way, make sure you have cold martini glasses, guys, when you do this, because you spend all this time making a cold drink. And if you put it in a warm martini glass,
it won't be cold.
It won't be cold. Exactly.
It looks beautiful.
All right. Then we're just going to garnish it with 1 floating cilantro leaf.
Okay.
Like that. I'll give you one like that.
I like this.
Very simple. Nice little cocktail. Get us started. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Cheers to you.
Oh, I'm convinced. I'm convinced already. I love the flavor of the cilantro in
Right? Comes through.
And with the lemon, I can't believe I'm saying this, but with the lemon, it's actually really great.
Awesome.
I like it.
My day's complete. Rick Bayless likes my margarita. All right, let's go cook.
Good. Okay, let's do it.
Love it. All right, Rick, what's your dish?
Okay, I'm gonna do 2 different kinds of taco fillings, but they're both gonna be seasoned with the same thing, a green chili adobo. These are fresh chilies, serranos, and then we have a head of garlic that has been broken apart, but it's still in the papery skins.
Okay.
This is a dry skillet over about medium-high heat, and we're gonna roast those, and they're gonna get soft, a little blackened and blotchy in places, but that's where we get all the really good flavor out of this stuff. That's gonna get pureed with a couple of herbs and some olive oil. Awesome. This stuff is like gold. I mean, you have it in your refrigerator, and you can use it to season so many things. We're gonna use it to season 2 things.
Can you get out of the doghouse with it?
Yeah, I really think you can. Honestly, I don't know. The first thing that we're going to do is cut up some chayote here. Okay. So I know that everybody says that chayote is like this really boring vegetable, but it doesn't have to be a boring vegetable.
I love this vegetable.
Well, it tends to be really light in its flavor, but once you roast it, which is what we're going to do today.
Right.
It gets really sweet, and a lot of people don't know that about it. It's got a really thin skin, so you can actually eat the skin. You don't have to worry about peeling it or anything. So
these are washed, by the way.
Okay,
thank you. Everything. No, but that's one of my pet peeves.
Ming's Kitchen, nothing but the best.
I was introduced to chayote. I was at Santa Fe, right? And obviously,
lots of chayote.
And all these Hispanic cooks say, "Chef, you have to try this," and I loved it because it was like. It has a great kind of water chestnut texture, crunchy
Well, it
texture,
does.
right? So this all goes in
Okay,
the
so we
sheet
got a sheet pan here. So all of this is going to go on there. Toss it with a little bit of olive oil, salt, and pepper, and we're ready to go roasting. I like to do high heat roasting for this. Yeah, give it a drizzle there. And then here's the black pepper.
All right.
Okay.
There you go.
Now, I
enough?
like, yeah, that's plenty.
Salt?
I like plenty.
Okay.
I like to roast it at high heat, about 425 degrees. Takes about 25 minutes, and it should be brown.
More salt?
No, I think it's good.
Okay. So mix these up here. 425, 25 minutes.
Right.
Good?
Yep.
All right, bye-bye. Hasta luego. Boom, baby. Okay, perfect.
Okay,
Now what,
let's
sir?
go back and look at these guys over here. They're starting to get ready, but what I'm looking for with the garlic is that it actually has some tenderness to it.
Okay.
It's gonna need a couple more minutes because they're starting to soften, but they're not quite there yet.
Okay, we gotta wait for these things to soften up. Then he's gonna make his green chili adobo.
Green chili adobo.
Green chili, verde.
I think they're all ready now. You can see that they're blackened in spots, but they really have some give when you press on the close the garlic there.
Put them on the board?
Yep.
All right.
And then we're gonna pop the tops off of those Serrano chilies, and then we gotta get all that papery skin now off of the garlic. It should come off really easy like that, okay?
And take the stems off of these?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that was like 10 minutes all day, right?
Yeah, it was about 10 minutes.
And then this just comes right off.
Yeah.
So no skin at all, right?
No skin at all.
But this is the base of your adobo. And
This is. Now, actually, what we're making here is a green chili adobo.
Right.
Usually people would think of a red chili adobo, which is made from dried chilies, garlic, and spices.
right.
This one is made from green chilies, garlic, and herbs.
Okay.
Okay, so we got all that. Let's put that into the blender jar over there.
Bring it over here for you.
Okay, here we go. All of that goes in there. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is to put in the two herbs. Okay, so we've got some parsley here and some cilantro. So I just like to kind of tear it off at the top like this so that you get just the top part of it like that. And then I need some of these cilantro leaves for something else here, but I'm going to put a big handful of that.
So you don't mind a little stem?
I don't actually, because the stems are really completely tender and flavorful.
Yep, I agree.
And we're going to blend it all up anyway. So why don't you set that onto the blender there? We've got some olive oil measured here. And you can just kind of give it a little douse of this to start with. Then put the top on, and then we'll turn it on and get it started. Now, if you take that out, we can go ahead and start drizzling in this olive oil.
Nice.
And that's about what we're gonna need. Just enough to move everything together through those blades. When it gets almost completely smooth, that's when I stop it. I want a little texture still in it, but why don't you turn it off? And I'm gonna add salt to it. This is something that I like to keep in my refrigerator, so I'm gonna put 2 full teaspoons of salt in it because it's a seasoning paste, and the salt helps preserve it.
Got it.
The salt and the olive oil help preserve it.
Right.
Okay, so that should be ready now.
That's good. All right.
And we can just leave it there while we go on to the next things that we're doing here. So one of the fillings that we're going to make for our tacos, obviously, is the chayote that we're roasting now. But the other one is a shrimp-based one. And I'm going to start here with a little bit of onion. In Mexico, it's always white onion. And we've got guacon over there.
So red onions don't exist? Yellow onions don't exist?
Red onions do, but yellow onions don't. There's a really beautiful, light, crisp flavor to the white onions, and that goes best with the cuisine. Okay, so I've got a little high heat safflower oil. When I say high heat, it's actually made for cooking on very high heats, and I like it a lot. So this pan we've had heating a little bit now, but we turned the temperature up. And then just drizzle in your oil there and throw in those onions, and we can just saute that until they start to soften just a little bit. Then we'll put the shrimp in. Now the shrimp that's over there has already been peeled and deveined. I just don't like the veins in there because, you know, why have the veins?
It's a filter system.
It's the filter system.
There's grit.
That was such a nice way of putting it.
We each have our own filter system.
We each have our own filter system. I'm going to use that because I think that's such a wonderful way.
You think chayote's ready?
I think it may be. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, it's getting a little bit of color.
Yeah.
Ah, it's beautiful. It's perfect. It's going to be really sweet and nice. Let's see. We've got a bowl here.
Okay,
We can just
dump it
toss
in there.
that in there.
Okay.
Okay, beautiful. Oh, I love this stuff. I
Yeah.
have to say, it is so delicious. Okay, so
Fantastic.
now the next thing is, since you're standing there, why don't
Yep.
you drizzle a little bit of our finished green chili adobo into this.
Okay.
And then we'll just kind of mix all of that together.
How much? Enough?
Good, good, good. Just
Okay.
a nice coating on the outside of it. I'm just going to give
So
it a little
good.
taste. It's good, isn't it?
Oh, no, it's not good. It's awesome. Awesome.
Okay. A little bit more.
Okay.
Now I've got some of it in my, my mouth there. I'm going to give it a little bit more salt there. We got to squeeze a little bit of lime into it. I think probably just a half a lime. We're just looking to kind of beef up the flavor a little bit. And then this is the way I like to do it. Take a little bit of goat cheese and just break it up into it.
I love it. Which will melt because the chayote is hot.
It's super
Right.
good. Oh, it
God,
just
that
makes it
looks
creamy and lovely.
Look how good. I don't need taco. I need nothing. Just give me this.
Just a whole bowl of that, huh? I think we're getting there. What do you think?
Oh my God.
It's a nice way of doing chayote.
And I love the skin because it's a second texture.
Yes, exactly,
Right?
exactly. It's soft on the inside and a little bit of stuff on the outside. I think we're just ready to put the shrimp into here. So we'll spread that around in there and then just toss that
Toss it up.
until that is, yeah, beautiful. Okay, nice.
So that's going to take.
Oh, 3 minutes?
three, 4
Something like
minutes?
that. That's why I like cooking shrimp at home because, man, it goes in the pan and it comes right out.
All right, so 3 minutes. We're coming
Okay.
back. We're going to make some shrimp tacos.
Shrimp tacos and
And chayote
chayote
tacos.
tacos.
I'm loving that technique.
Yeah, well,
right?
this is a simple home thing. You just put them right over the fire until they get a little brown and they're warm through.
So if you don't have gas at home, just
No.
what, cast iron?
A cast iron pan, something like that.
You want a little of the adobo in
Yeah,
here?
please. Just drizzle a little bit of that over. And if you don't mind grabbing the lime juicer, and let's just put about a little bit more. Yeah, one more. Okay. And then we've got our tortillas already hot. Now, if you're doing a lot of tortillas, I actually use my microwave as a steamer, and I'll put a whole dozen of them in there wrapped in a bag kind of thing.
I understand, and it just steams it. Okay.
It steams it nicely. We got a little bit of queso fresco here, the Mexican fresh cheese, which has a really light, tangy, milky flavor to it, which I think is good with this. So just
it.
put that over the top of it. Cilantro over the top of it. It'll make it look really beautiful.
Awesome.
Okay,
I'm
and
so
then we're
excited.
ready to eat, right? Okay, here's
How do we do
your
this?
tortillas, okay?
Okay.
Just grab a tortilla and fill it up with whichever one is
We'll go veg
grabbing your attention first here. So I'm going to have some of the shrimp one here, okay? And then tell me what you think, okay? Okay.
first. God. A little white Belgian nail if you like. Dude, that's so
Sounds great.
good. I love how the tortilla has a little crunch to it.
Yeah.
Love
You
that.
put it over the fire and you let it brown a bit.
You have to help yourself, sir. It's a self-serve.
I like the
So good.
I like the cheese in this, don't you?
The cheese is great in them. It's the richness. I love it that it's all good to go. I mean, what a great party food, right? Any of you guys at home, you put 2 bowls of this out, you people just make your own tacos.
Exactly. That's what I like to do. People
Right.
can mix them up if they want to. They can really
So
create the kind of taco that they want.
All right. Can you be my sous chef? I'm gonna make
I would love it.
a quick
I-
little dish. I'm using
I would be
my
honored.
version of tortilla called a mushu.
I like that.
Stick around. Chef, those tacos, the bomb.
Oh, thank
my
you.
dude,
Thank you so
good.
much. Thank you.
All right, so I'm doing surf and turf, pork and shrimp mushu wrap. Julienne some carrots.
Okay.
Maybe one.
Okay.
We're gonna do some bias slice from the scallions.
Okay.
And maybe a little julienne on these wood ears. By the way,
Okay.
check these wood ears out, guys. This is dried wood ear. It's a fungi, and you put in hot boiling water.
Yeah.
That looks good. And they triple in size. And
Okay.
if you ever had hot and sour soup, that's the fungi that's in there. So super thin slices. This is pork loin, which is a really lean part of the pork.
Yeah.
And we're doing a cornstarch, soy sauce,
Okay.
or tamari, and sesame oil.
Okay.
All right. So
Stuff
it's-
that makes it taste really good.
yeah, so this is just really a coating, if you would.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, a marinade is not even a proper name for it.
Okay.
So this is going to be the coating on the pork, which will give it a nice little flavor.
But that's used for a lot of different things, right? I mean, that kind of a coating, the cornstarch and soy?
Yeah, I mean, you can do it on beef, you can do it on all types of proteins, chicken.
Uh-huh.
So then here, I like to just stack my pork, really thin slice, because I want to cook this really quickly.
Okay.
There will be some really fine cabbage as well.
Okay.
And then shrimp. So it's a pretty simple dish.
And cooking it really quickly will mean it won't be dried out, right?
Exactly.
So does this look about right?
That's perfect. That's all I need, too.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
That's awesome. It's just dinner for two. So tell me about your new, how many books? You have 9 books, is that right?
I do have 9 books.
And your latest one's called what?
It's called More Mexican Every Day. It's a second volume of one that I did a decade ago called Mexican Every Day, just quick cooking. So this is like meals that you can do in half an hour.
And one thing you probably noticed, Rick is a very well-built, skinny chef, which is not that common, right? And your secret for that is what, Rick?
Yoga. I do yoga every day. When I'm doing yoga, it's when I think about all the food that I'm going to make. It's like all that. Do you want me to do the green parts too?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so here's some scrambled eggs also goes traditionally in Mushu.
Yeah.
Mushu is the name of the wrapper, so somehow that became the name of the dish, right?
Uh-huh.
So what we're gonna do is show you a cool Chinese technique. We're gonna use a lot of grapeseed oil, get a wok really hot, and I'm actually gonna wait, because I wanna get this oil till it starts to actually smoke.
So that's quite a lot of...
That's a lot of oil. It's like a half a cup.
Yeah.
We're gonna fry the eggs, get them puffy, and then drain them. So 90% of the oil you're not gonna eat, but you need this much to fry it.
That's gonna go super fast, right?
Super fast, right?
Okay.
And I'm literally gonna watch this oil until it starts to smoke. Once it starts to smoke, we're gonna cook that. Here's our pork, and then this is a one-pot dish, guys. So then this pork will get wok stirred. While that's going, let's get some other veg going here. So just some cabbage. Again, when you wok stir, you wanna make sure your veg is cut proportionally, meaning if my carrots are small, I can go my cabbage a little bit bigger because cabbage doesn't take as long to cook. Right, so the idea of wok stirring is you mash your veg so that if you put them all in at the same time, because of how big and small the cut is, you know you're gonna be fine.
What else do we need to do here?
And a little julienne wood ear.
Okay.
And wood ear is so easy, you just stack them, kind of like basil leaves.
Uh-huh.
Right, I'll give you the wood ears because I got some smoke in here.
I see that.
Right, so check this out, guys. So now this oil is smoking. You put this in, hear that? And these eggs are frying, right? Then you mix them all like this. See, you get this nice fluffiness in these eggs? This is how you get the light fried eggs. This tops, you can really whisk them around. And again, all dumped. All that oil gets drained into the towel.
That was really fast.
Really quick, right? Then again, I'm gonna do a little bit more oil. So we're gonna blanch the meat quickly, get it cooked.
But blanch it in oil, not in water.
Yeah, not in water. Just a little coating. They get set aside because then I'm gonna do all the aromatics and veg and the shrimp, and then you can add the pork and you can add the eggs back in.
Okay.
Because otherwise, you're gonna have overcooked or undercooked, and no one wants either over or under. So again, that really wasn't a marinade; it was just a coating.
Yep.
But you can really smell that sesame oil and the soy sauce.
Oh, it smells so good.
That little bit.
I love the smell of sesame oil.
Right. And again, I'm just going to cook this to like medium rare because it's going to get cooked a little bit more. But you want to do this because pork, you don't have to cook pork all the way through. My rule is ground products, you cook all the way through, right? Ground pork, obviously.
I'm so with you on that.
So that's good. So this is medium rare.
Yeah.
All right, so that.
But it's changed colors. You know that it's, and because they're so small, those pieces, you know it's going to be cooked.
Exactly. Now we just add a tablespoon of oil, and we're going to add garlic and ginger.
Ah, yes.
Because you need garlic and ginger.
You need garlic and ginger.
All right, so you have to sweat the garlic and ginger out. You're flavoring the oil here. So then we have our shrimp. If you want to just
peeled and deveined?
Peeled and deveined.
Just like for mine?
Just like yours. And basically during your dish, Rick.
With very, very different flavors.
Different flavor profiles. Exactly. And this and shrimp, you do want to cook all the way through. All right, so let's take another about 30 seconds. Then there's a technique that you have to do with hoisin sauce, guys. Let me just burn it here.
I have to learn this because I don't know it.
So when you go to a good Chinese restaurant, and you get the hoisin sauce for your Peking duck or your Mushu veg or Mushu pork, there should be in that dish a little oil slick.
Oh, I didn't know
Because that oil slick meant that there's a good Chinese restaurant because they cooked their hoisin sauce, right? So just a little bit of oil. And the reason you want to cook your hoisin sauce is it's coming out of a can and it's a bean paste, right? So what we're trying to do is take the rawness out of the bean paste, right?
Oh,
So just a little bit.
I can't wait to taste the difference.
And if you,
with that.
sir, could
Yes, please.
cut that, we're gonna add, this is a hoisin lime sauce. So we're gonna add a little bit of lime juice to this just to lighten it up, like that. And let's see how my shrimp's doing. This is looking really good. So the shrimp are almost all the way cooked. All right, you go ahead and shoot that lime juice in there for me.
About half a lime?
Yep, perfect. So now we're gonna take our veg, a little bit of cabbage, a little bit of carrot. I'll take a handful of your Whittier there, sir. Take some more carrot.
Just right into the wok?
Perfect. So now this gets all cooked together. All right, so this is gonna take about a minute. Now I can add back all this great pork. Right?
Oh, this looks so good.
You can add back these great eggs. Right? Look at all the oil that stayed behind, right? That's what you're not gonna eat. And once this cabbage and the carrots wilt, it's gonna take about a minute. You and I are gonna eat.
Alrighty.
All right, so in 1 minute, we're gonna have fantastic mushu shrimp pork. All right, so then we just sear in a cast iron, no oil, heat up these mushu wrappers. Senor Bayless,
Okay.
may I show you?
Yeah, please, please.
Hoisin lime sauce.
This looks like it's going to be the best burrito I've ever eaten in my life.
I love that. I hope so. Oh my God. So spread your hoisin lime.
I will.
Fresh scallions, like that.
Nice.
Then you don't want to put too much, right?
Okay.
Here, give me your plate, sir. I'll
Yes,
serve
sir.
you. So pork, shrimp.
Nice.
There we go. Awesome.
Beautiful.
Then I roll them up, right?
Roll them up like
a burrito.
burrito. Okay.
And by the way,
I was leading you down that path.
in China, we take the pinky and your finger and you close the end so it doesn't come off.
Okay.
All right? Bon appetit.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm making this tomorrow night. Okay.
Love
It's so good.
Really?
Yeah, so good. You act surprised.
Wow.
Come on, you know what you. It's
I'm
really,
hoping. You're Rick Bayless. I'm
It's
just hoping.
super good. And like I told you, I've never made it, and so now I know what to do.
The difference between traditional mushu, we did surf and turf for one, but the hoisin lime lightens up the hoisin because hoisin can be sweet. And then it's quick. Cut the pork really fine, add the Whittier, add the stuff.
Like if you invited people over and made that for them, oh my God, they'd think they died and gone to heaven.
And this crisping up, that's the Mexican trick. That's I learned from you. Get some texture to your mushu wrap, because otherwise mushu is always steamed usually.
Exactly.
Right?
And I have to say that cooking the hoisin, it actually really makes a difference.
right?
It does. Oh man, it's good. Such good stuff.
friend.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. You're the best. If you're in Chicago or basically anywhere in this country, check out one of Rick's restaurants. He's absolutely best. Can't wait to see you, Chicago.
Oh,
Thank
thanks
you.
so much. Thanks for
Muchas
sharing
gracias.
this.
As always, mi casa es su casa. Huh?
Muchas gracias.
Awesome. And all you out there, muchas gracias. As always, peace and good eating. Cheers.